All right, so the part three to this series on the problem with the genealogy of Christ found in Matthew chapter number 1 is the fact that he says, there's 14 generations from this point to this point, 14 generations from this point to this point, but the genealogy isn't complete in the sense that it's missing key names from the genealogy. And those names are missing for a reason, for a very important purpose. So let me just give you a quick overview. If you want, by the way, if you want any of this in depth, I'm probably going to do a long format video on my YouTube channel, which is by the same name, Reconciled Christian Ministry. So you can just look me up there since TikTok won't let me put a link in my description yet. So anyway, okay, so don't worry about my Hot Wheels here. I'm covering up important things. So these are the four names that are missing from the genealogy of Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter number 1. And they're all kings of the nation of Judah. So you have Ahaziah, Joash, Amaziah, and Jehoiakim. These four names are missing from the genealogy. Now why? Why are they missing? Well, all four of these people did something that was so terrible before the Lord that God basically had them removed from the book of genealogy. Now remember again, this is technically the genealogy of Joseph, who was not Jesus' biological father. But this is still a very important point that we need to make. So Ahaziah, why was he removed from the book of the genealogy? Well, Ahaziah was a king around the time that Ahab and Jezebel, the wicked king and queen of Israel, were taken out. They had the judgment of God taken upon them. And so God used a man by the name of Jehu to kill Jezebel and basically obliterate the entire line of Ahab. All of Ahab's sons were condemned because they were all wicked before God. So God's man was a man by the name of Jehu. Ahaziah resisted Jehu, didn't want Jehu to succeed, and he even aligned himself with Ahab's son. Okay, so Ahaziah chose the wrong comrades, chose the wrong friends. Joash, his account is absolutely fascinating. I need to dedicate an entire video or series of videos to Joash. But basically, he was raised by a priest. When that priest died, he forsook the godly ways that he was raised in, and even that priest's son, when he came to tell Joash, hey, you're messing up, the people killed this priest's son, and Joash was like, hey, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So God had him removed. Amaziah, he did not fully follow God. Now, this is actually from the scriptures. He didn't follow God with his whole heart, and he turned away from the Lord. So God had him removed from the book of genealogy. And Jehoiakim, probably most notable, he took Jeremiah's message, and he cut it up with a penknife and threw it in the fire. He disregarded the word of God.